of you. So my name is Om. I live in Indore at Nandanagar. I have done 12th class and I am learning English from Steadfast. So my topic is human psychologist, means human psychology. Like we have some human psychology by which we can improve our personality. Like first one is start with I am doing this the first time. Sir, there is so loud. So first is start with I am doing this first time. Like for example, when you are just doing anything in your life, when you start something in your life, so before doing that thing, that specific thing, just tell to all the audience or anyone that I am doing this first time, or I am not good in that thing. So when you say that thing to the audience, and after giving your performance or presentation, that time audience will always appreciate you. They will just think that you are just doing it the first time, and now you means you did very well. But when you didn't say anything before giving your presentation or anything, so that time they will just think that you are doing very badly, or you did with the another way. So this is the first psychology, like we are giving just our presentation, or we are just starting something. So before starting something, already tell to all audience that I am doing this the first time, or I am not too much good in that thing. Like for example, there is a function and I am gonna do the dance. So before doing the dance, I already tell to the audience that I am not good in the dance, or I am doing this at the first time. So the audience will think that he is doing it at the first time, so he will do very well because it is the first time of his dancing. After that, second psychology is like the normal people, we always support that person who is very weak or the action taker. For example, whenever you ask to the successful people, like how did you come to this position, and how did you become the successful person. So he always say that I started from the zero level, and from that zero level I came to this position. So what is the meaning of this? Like normal people always supports the weak, means who is very weak. Like in the classroom, like the student who is very weak in the English, he is not able to speak English, but like he just prepared about his presentation, and when he come first to give the presentation, means he is a action taker. He is taking the action again and again, even he is very weak. After that, their classmates or the students will appreciate him for his presentation. Third psychology is that when you want to make someone to do our work, so what we normally do, we just request him or her. Like for example, there are two students, student A and student B. Student A is not good in study and student B is very good in study. So if you want to request student A to study, like you have the exams, you should do study, otherwise you will fail. So he will not listen you because you are requesting. But instead of request, if you challenge him that you never scored higher than the student B, when you hurt the ego of student A, then he will definitely score higher than the student B. Like for example, in the classroom, there is my classmate. He is very strong, he has a good strength. And there is another boy from the another class, and he always beats me, he always nags me. So when I request to my classmate that he is nagging me, so please save me from him, so he will not do that thing. But when I give challenge to him that you will not beat the another boy, just when I just hurt the ego of him, then he will definitely beat that another boy, because you are just doing the you are giving the challenge, or you are just hurting the ego. This is the practical thing that 90% people, when we give them challenge or when we hurt their ego, so they do anything. After that, there is a fourth psychology. When you want to make someone that he should be my friend, like when you are in any group or any institute, like, and when you are just attracted with someone, and that time you think that he should be my friend. So you need to do one thing, like you ask for the small help from that specific person. Like for example, if you are thirsty, if you want the water bottle and that the specific person has the water bottle, so you just need to ask for the water bottle, and after giving the help, after taking the help, you just need to appreciate. This is a normal thing, giving water bottle is a normal thing, but you have to make that thing at very higher level, that you did very big work. So automatically in your eyes he will become your friend. After that, the next psychology is focus on your starting and ending. Like when you are just doing anything or when you start anything, so start with the strong point. Like for example, I am giving the speech. When I started my speech, all the students were interested, but when I came in the between, all these students are like getting bored or they are not interested to listen my speech. But when I come to at the end part of it, again the student get the interest in my speech. Like this is the example when we give the exams. So in copy at the starting we write the questions or answer very sensibly, means in very good writing, handwriting. But in the between, we just write very bad handwriting, and we just write anything, whatever comes in our mind. But at the ending of the answer sheet, we write very well. Means like the conclusion is that when you are just doing anything, so its starting part and its ending part must be strong. Then last psychology is when you have the argument with someone, like for example you have the argument with your friends, your sister, and like you just need to stop that argument. So do that thing when you have the argument. So between it, start to appreciate the another person. Like for example, if I have the argument with my friend and we are just doing the argument, and between the argument I started to appreciate him, like what are you doing, what is your problem, just tell me from where did you buy this shirt is looking very good and you are also looking very good. Means between the argument I just started to appreciate him. So after that he will just forget that thing that we had the argument. So these were the some human psychology by which you can just improve your English. So thank you.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Mr. Jadhav. Today I am here to tell you about the importance of hobby in your daily life. How hobby can change you into a whole different person, and how it helps you to increase your mental wellness and physical aspects as well. Let's suppose if there is a person who is depressed, we can suppose it. So if he is depressed, he may think negatively about himself again and again. He will think that he is good for nothing. But as I believe that we all are actually good at least one thing, and that one thing could be anything like reading, something like painting, and any intellectual abilities like puzzles, brain quizzes, and other activities. So what are these activities? Let me tell you the meaning of hobby first, for those who don't know about it. So hobby is an activity or interest that we pursue. Why? For our enjoyment, pleasure, and other emotions, to feel happy, to feel involved with others. And it is outside of our daily routine. Like we don't do this often, but when we do it with pleasure and with every kind of positive emotions. So let me tell you, there are 5 kind of hobbies. First, creational, like writing, painting. Creational means you are creating something, you are expressing your thoughts and images in your mind to a physical world. Like in painting, we paint a scenery that we are imagining. In writing, there are many authors who have given the best books or maybe novels too. This is their hobby that they turned it to passion. There are recreational activities as well, such as games. Like games, we don't create games, but we are playing them again and again for our own pleasure. Understood? And there are then intellectual abilities or intellectual hobbies, such as, like I told you puzzles, I told you quiz. It could be a little different from normal activities, but mostly nerds does it. Okay? So what happens when you do this? There are all other types of hobbies, like you may see non-active, like reading. You are not actually giving something, but you are actually taking something in your mind. It takes time, and there are socializing activity. Like if you would like to volunteer something, then it could be your hobby. Do you like to being able to talk to people? Like someone who has fear of not talking to people or performing not well in stage. Even public speaking could be a great activity or hobby for you to pursue. So these were the types, but you may be starting to think, why are they beneficial? So let's start. So it could be very great for your mental health. Why? It develops creativity. It focuses on your mental wellness. If you're depressed and you involve yourself with others and play something and you are good in it, you'll get applause, and that's how you will become happy, of course. And you know, there are all other benefits like physical benefits. There's a theory that if we think bad about ourselves, we actually kind of decrease our physical wellness as well, as our body responds to our thoughts. And there are also other benefits like socializing. When you socialize with people, you get a self-esteem, personal growth, networking. And there is the best benefit that I think it is to have a career path out of it. You can start a career path. Like if I'm ambitious about cricket, I want to become a cricketer. Okay? This is one condition. But let me tell you, how will you find your hobby? It's simple. Reflect on your past memories. What do you find interesting? Which topic do you like? Is it sports? Is it reading? Is it any books? No. It could be. But for me, it is no. So listen, this is the first topic. But there are also other ways, like seek inspiration. Let's suppose I got inspired by Modi ji. What does he like to do will become my hobby. If I got inspired by any other person like Ronaldo, I would want to become a footballer. Of course, it's simple. And let's suppose if you don't want to do this, you can also try to experiment in field. Try to do something out of your normal routine. Like if you don't play volleyball, go for it. You don't go and socialize with people. Try to socialize step by step. You don't need to jump to the highest square. You need to go it a little bit, step by step. And there are 5 questions that you should ask yourself if you want to find your hobby. First, what do you find interesting? What topics do you find interesting? How? Like if I got a topic like psychology. That's why I found books interesting. And the another question, why do you enjoy? And what do you enjoy? Like if I am enjoying something unknowingly, then it could be my hobby. And last, do you like to meet other people or do you like to stay alone? This is a major factor. The people who stay alone are more likely to engage in activities that are more self-biased, like reading and other activities. The people who like to meet with people are like people that engage in other activities like sports that helps them build teamwork and other activities like coordination, cooperation. And if you want to start a hobby, you don't need to start. Let's suppose if I want to start to play guitar, okay? Then I don't need to play guitar on the first day for 7 hours. I just need 1 hour. Because if you play guitar for 7 hours, you might not find it interesting. But when you play it for 1 hour daily, it will give you pleasure daily. This is the power of your mind. This is what your mind needs. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Krishi Gupta. I have completed my 8th class and pursuing 9th class, as well as I'm learning English from Steadfast. Today I'll be sharing my adventures day of my life. That was in my summer vacation. I went in Rishikesh and I did many adventurous activities. Like first of all, I have did river rafting. It was very great adventures ever. We went for raft. We have to blow up our raft by our own. Then we got training how to ride our raft. After it, we got instruction. Keep we are get swim if we want to get swim in that river. So how we have to hold our life jacket and how we have to wear our life jacket. And when the first step it came, so we all get scared that that raft got flipped, but that raft got flipped, but not because everybody was scared, that everybody have that negative point in their mind ki, like that ki river got flipped and we all get like pick the bucket. And then the second repeat came and our raft get flipped and we all were swimming in the river by holding our life jackets, and I got lost. Means our troop was at the at the side and I was at the center of the river, and I was scared that how I will go from middle to side, and I was like very scared. But one swimmer came and he saved me. Then we did bungee jumping. It was like great experience ever. That I have did in Rishikesh only. That was also great. Then I have did zip lining. That is of 2.5 kilometers. That was also very great. But there also one adventure happened with me, that zip lining stopped in middle. And I was hanging on the rope and I was very scared that what I will be doing. But then like one of the person came in middle of that rope and he saved me. Then we went to swim in the river, and then again one adventure happened with me. I lost in water. I don't know how. Everybody on the corner, and I again and went on in the middle, and I was like, just can you please help me, or please save me, save me. And my father came and saved me, and that was my adventure. Thank you.
So very good morning all. My name is Yashwar Rajput and I had completed my 12th class. Now I am pursuing BSc third year, and so today's my topic is why and how the environment matters. If there are two meanings of environment. Firstly, the nature, and second, the environment of surroundings, the peoples which we have in our surrounding. So both the environment are important for us, because nature is also important thing. How the seasons changes and how they all impact our life is important. But now today we will discuss about the surroundings, the environment of the peoples which is created by our surrounding peoples. So the environment impacts in our life, in our personal life, in our professional life, in our ideology, and in our thinking also. I'll tell you how this impacts all. So if someone having a good environment, so his ideology and his thinking and his behavior is all related to the same environment which is he belongs to. Like if we take an example that why we should join schools, we can do the same studies at our home also. Now we have online educator, as well as we have all type of books and all things that we need in our school. But the main thing that we get in school is only the environment which we get in schools, and the teachers, the students, there are many friends. The timing of every hour, means even the lunch timing of schools are important, because these good and bad characteristics and these good and bad habits which make the persons to be brave and to be affect in their upcoming life. So this is very important, the environment of that particular person. If we take another example of learning anything, like we can say a skill, language. If we talk about learning English, so why Steadfast is different from other institutes? Because it has an environment of speaking English. There are also many institutes which provide better education, which provide better trainers, but the main thing is that there isn't that much good environment of speaking English. So for learning any language, the environment of people who spoke that particular language is very important. Sir always told us to speak in English in the class, whether we are talking or whether we are learning something. Just because we have to give our best in that particular language, so that we can improve our best. If we talk about everything that we do in our normal talkings, so we have to use that word which are not that much familiar to us. We will get new words, will boost our vocabularies, and this is how that particular language is much familiar to us. So this is how the environment impacts very much in the academics. Similarly, this environment of our surrounding impacts in our behavior or in our ideology. As someone belongs to a section of society where there is no that much education, and all are living just their life in a poor condition. So the persons who are getting built up in their particular society have the same ideology, that we have these things also, we have these resources only, and we have to just go through this life which our parents and which our elders are going through. Only some are the persons who can build their own own routes for their future and can get something else from their parents. What we see that there are many examples in which the whole family belongs to a particular profession, like in some families all are lawyers, so in some families all are doctors, the grandparents, their parents, they and their wives, their children, all engaged in a particular profession. How this happened? This all happens with the environment. How the environment they got in their daily life, what they hear, what they listen, what they thought belongs to that particular environment only. and this is how the environment affects the ideology or the thinking of that particular person also. We are talking about the schools, that how schools impact the environment. Similarly, who are not going to school and complete their education by their own, who are trying to do this, means there is a debate on this thing that students can do better studies by their own without going to schools or colleges. But if we talk about the reality, so the environment is very important for them. The teachers, the different kind of peoples, the different kind of friends improves their communication, as well as give them experience of facing new type of ideologies and ideas. So this is how environment is very important for everyone, for his or her academics, for his or her behavioral, and for his or her ideologies. So, now the thing is that how we can create the environment. So the most simplest thing to create any environment is to just took an admission in that particular institute which follows the same environment which you want to be improved in your career. But if you are not getting that institutions, so you have to change your surroundings. Like if you have a society where women are not equal to men, so you have to put some changes in that society so that your next generation can follow the same change, and you will get a new society which is fully developed, which give equal rights to men and women. This is only an example. You can follow this example to every sector and whatever you want. Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Very good morning.
So my name is Hema and I have completed my 11th class, now pursuing 12th class. So today I am going to present my topic, and I prepared the history of Sati Pratha. Maximum people, or we can say many people, listen about it. It was very painful story for the women. Sati Pratha, we could also say the Sati practice. Sati Pratha began around the 5th century, and many people says after death of husbands, the people used to treat women very badly. So that time what happened, if any woman's husband died, so in that condition also the woman had to face one problem. They had to burn themselves in the husband's funeral pyre, and that time the people really used to force them too much. Also the one story behind that story, people said the Mata Parvati fire, jumping into the fire after the insulting of her husband, of Lord Shiva. So cause of it was going that time. And before the before send the women in their husband's funeral, they women that time women had to take some we can say alcohol type things so that they were not feel like they are burning in the fire, and they played the too much drums before send them so that the people will not able to listen their voice. While when if like she's burning in that fire, so here are people just playing the drum and just shouting, but other people were not able to listen her voice. But after some years, or we can say after many years, the one British whose name is Lord William and the Raja Ram Mohan and the also Brahmo Samaj played a very important role to ending it. In this pratha is banned in 1829. And it mostly happen like in Rajasthan types areas or that in the many types of villages the people consider these things too much important, so it was really too much painful story for that woman.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, all the friends. So today I want to be prepare a moral story about in Pikachu. You know about in Pikachu? Yeah. No. He's a very famous painter. Yeah. So today I'm gonna talk about in Pikachu. So one day Pikachu walking through a road, and why are you laughing? One day Pikachu passing through a road, and the woman saw him, and she looked at him, and she recognized him, and say, and says, he is a Pikachu, and he's running through him, and he says, you are a Pikachu. I'm a biggest fan. I'm a biggest fan for you. And he said, uh, if you wanna make me a painting, if you wanna make a painting for me, and he Pikachu says, I am nothing for making a painting. And the woman says, please you can make me a painting, because, and Pikachu says, I have nothing to make a painting like a pen and a copy. Uh, even I, even you will be made for a other time, so I can make for you. And the lady says, please Pikachu, you can make for painting for me. And Pikachu says, okay, I try to make. I have a one page and pen. So he's making painting for a 10 second, and the woman was shocked. Why? How to complete a painting on 10 second? So the Pikachu says, uh, uh, no, it is normal for me. I am completely painting for 10 seconds. And Pikachu said that to women. If you go to market and you check the no sorry Pikachu said, said that it is a $1 million painting. So the woman says that, why are you joking for me? And the Pikachu said that I'm not joking for you. And the woman next day the woman went to market, and she 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 go to shop and she saw the painting for shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper said that it is a famous painting for a Pikachu. It is a million of dollar painting. So the woman saw, and she thinking about Pikachu's making a painting for a 10 second. How do he make a 10 second for $1 million painting? And she thinking about I learned to painting. So when 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 she will meet to Pikachu, and she said to, mm, please make me a student for you, make me a student for you. Then Pikachu said, woman said, why are you making for why how to making for a 10 second $1 million painting? And Pikachu said, it is not a 10 second painting. If I doing hard work for a 30 year for making this painting. So the woman is shocked. If you making if you doing hard work for a 30 year, so the woman said that, I will be make for this painting for a 10 second. So the Pikachu says, firstly you have to doing hard work for doing this, after you will make, and that's why.
Ganesh. Himanshu. May you say Vidika.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to my dear all friends. My name is Himanshu Bijore. I am living in Indore at Nandanagar. I have done my 7th class and pursuing 8th class as well as learning English from Steadfast. So my today's topic is time travel is possible? Time travel is possible when we accurate the time to time where we have to go in future. About the theories of Einstein, they said that if we want to go in future, so we should have good strong gravity and high speed, like speed of light. And you have seen that after astronaut coming from space, their life and age will be slightly slower than the Earth's life. And if we talk about the past, we can travel to past. Nowadays science is not capable to make a time machine that can be travel them into past. So that's all about my topic.
कैसे मैंने
So, good evening, sir. Good evening, all of my friends. So, my topic is technology. And so, technology is a thing that made by humans, and it is now getting higher and higher. Means it is upgrading. Just like, sir, we are living. It is also from technology. We are operating computers, we are operating phone, watches, smart watches, and all the things just like of network. They all are technology. Just like our fan, electricity means if we put switch on the button of the fan, so it will be on. So how the fan made? It is all of the technology. Just like our watch, it is also a technology. If it rounds, so how it's round, how it's made, how the battery works. Just like we have too much questions in our mind that how it is possible that how a thing can produce us air by rounding, and how we can talk anyone to hear to any place. Just like all some of people who is earning from YouTube channels. So how YouTube is made and how many things are happening now. Just like people are earning money from stock markets, how stock market is made. Many things are happening now. Just like people making videos on YouTube and editing that by computer and post on YouTube, and many of pupils watching the video and giving likes and subscribe, and YouTube gives them money. And why YouTube gives them money? Because the people are operating YouTube, and YouTube are income, means YouTube are increasing their money, so they are giving the money to YouTubers and any live streamers. And technology is now too much high, as we know. Just like we can do anything, we can deliver anything. It's like we just on our phone and go in any app of ordering, just like Zomato and Blinkit. We click on it, what we have to order, just one click and buy, and it will come at our home. We have to deliver anything, and many things are here in technology. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. My name is Vikram Singh Darbar. I live in Indore in Nandanagar, Steadfast, Sport and Tennis. Social media, education of system in this online base providers of education of in this language. Many of families YouTube channel, Instagram channel, Facebook, any Instagram. Many of providers education system. Do the education system any of Panam in this language? Do you the anything another of defense so of many people of reminders do the YouTube channel in